Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. We are here with Nicole Elias from Grand Canyon University, and she is gonna give you guys a lot of great information about Grand Canyon. So I'm gonna have you take it away, Nicole.
Thank you so much for having us here tonight.
Sure.
It's been fun. My name is Nicole Elias. I'm a representative with Grand Canyon University. I myself was a student there as well. So I help students with Primavera Online if you're interested in maybe navigating the website to find some more information, or you want to come to campus and do a student tour with your family. So I help you with all of that. I'm also an academic and a finance counselor all in one. So we do strive for that one-on-one. So you're not calling 5 different people. So I see you to come do the tour. And then if you end up signing up for Grand Canyon, I put you in classes and I set up a financial plan with you and your parents as well.
Great. So you work specifically with Primavera students?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
This is your go-to, guys.
Yeah. I also was a student athlete there as well. So if you guys have any questions about athletics, I can help you out with that as well. So
good.
Let's get started. I'll tell you a little bit about Grand Canyon. We are in the heart of Phoenix. So beautiful little oasis. I know it's like the old city over there, but you get on campus and it's absolutely gorgeous. You're like, oh my gosh, there's grass in Phoenix. Weird. So it is absolutely gorgeous. We have almost 200 acres over there. We have many different colleges you can choose from. Our top enrolled programs at Grand Canyon are our biology. So the most students you'll find on our campus are health sciences. So those biology programs are pre-professional, so pre-med, pre-physical therapy, pre-physician assistant, and pre-pharmacy. Second is nursing. So if you see in the hospitals, those nurses in the purple scrubs, those are our GCU gang. So wonderful. Right now, we have the top NCLEX score for our nurses when they pass their 4-year program and they take their boards. So we're doing phenomenal nursing. Our newest programs are engineering. We have biomedical, mechanical, and electrical. We have humanities, social sciences, so psychology, criminal justice. That was actually my degree in my master's as well. So any questions there, let me know. From fine arts for theater, web design, education, and theology is our heart, is in theology. So if anyone's interested in moving forward in ministry, we have a wonderful home for you at Grand Canyon. So
great.
All right, so that's the base of some of our colleges. All right, so we are a private Christian university. Our university does not require you to sign a statement of faith. So you can come to Grand Canyon and be of the Christian faith, or you don't have to at all. So we don't make you go to chapel, but it's there, it's an opportunity, and it's a wonderful place to continue your faith if you would like to pursue that in college. Again, we're located in the heart of Phoenix. We have about 11,000 students in our undergraduate studies, so we're still small. I would say we're like a medium.
Yeah,
so we're still small.
That's a good word.
But we have that large feel. We're Division I university. We have 22 NCAA competing athletics, and we have like over hundreds of clubs to be involved in. So it's a wonderful campus atmosphere. But we have a huge online university. So we have about 11,000 students undergrad, but 45,000 students that just attend Grand Canyon online. So they never actually have to come to the ground campus, and they just go to school in the comfort of their own home, which is amazing.
And a great option for our students specifically, because you know they're most comfortable in the online environment. That's why they're here, and so the opportunity does present itself. Wonderful.
I honestly think Primavera students are prepared for Grand Canyon studies, because even if you go on ground, all of the coursework now, it's submitted online. Because think how many professors there are, how many students. Everything is time-stamped and documented in the system. So you still have to submit your paperwork online. All of your books, they're all electronic e-books. So it's a wonderful environment that you are already prepared for.
Great.
And of course, we're the antelopes, little lopes up there. We actually started, fun fact, in Prescott and came down in the 50s. So I guess there was a bunch of antelopes running around.
Oh, that's why it's up north. Okay.
Here are different colleges. and there's a few changes. We actually changed the College of Arts and Sciences to Humanities and Social Sciences, so that's new as of this upcoming year. And then we changed our sciences to the new Science, Engineering, and Technology with launching those IT programs. We have web design, simulation, 2D, 3D graphic design, so absolutely amazing.
Sort of in line with the STEM idea, which we talk to our students about STEM all the time.
Huge now. And healthcare and STEM, absolutely huge. College of Business, you guys are probably aware of Jerry Colangelo. He brought the sports industry here, so he brought the Suns, Mercury, the D-backs, Coyotes. So huge College of Business with a bunch of internship opportunities just right here in the Valley. I know we talked about some of those other programs there. And so those are some of our majors. You guys are all going through the process and looking at a bunch of different colleges, but it's hard to kind of know which one is for you. So I would completely recommend to go and tour the campus and get a feel of the environment and see if your heart really reaches out to that school. But I really believe in some of the things on this slide, and it's what I experienced when I went there. Intimate class sizes, because it is a little bit smaller of a school. We cap our classes at about 24 to 1. So something in a typical high school classroom environment, still the same. We do have lecture halls for some of the larger gen ed classes. They hold 100. You will never get over 100. So a lot of, big lecture halls could be 300, 400. One of my friends, went to Penn State and had, she said 800 in one. So it's a little bit different environment.
Gotcha.
Interactive classes, a dynamic faculty. So our faculty that's hired, the PhD level, or if they're masters, they need to have a specific amount of years in their field. So whether it's 8 or up, and they can be adjunct. So they're currently working in the field and teaching that class. All of those professors teach the class, so you don't receive any TAs, students who are just starting their masters and are required to teach a class. You get those knowledgeable professors here at Grand Canyon. We are considered an education college. We're not considered a research institution. So what that means is the PhD professors that are hired, they're teaching. If they would like to do research, then they do it on the side.
One thing I was going to say that you mentioned in regards to just this overall fit. Students a lot of times come to me worried about, can I get in, can I get in, can I get in? And I encourage students to think, not only can I get into a school, but is the school a fit for me? So going to the university, taking that tour, seeing firsthand, that's such an important piece, as well as taking all of this into consideration. If students want a lecture hall of 800, sometimes they
go
do,
visit,
sometimes
go see.
they don't. Go see what that looks like. Yeah, great points.
That point reminds me about one of the events we have. And honestly, all the state schools have them too. You just have to go online and sign up for them. So Grand Canyon offers what's called Discover GCU. So if you are a junior and senior, so no sophomores yet, you still have time, but juniors up, you can actually come to campus throughout the week or on the weekends and spend the night in our suite style dorms. And we'll set you up with a current student at Grand Canyon. We try to get you with a student that is in your same major. It's kind of hard because sometimes we have a bunch of students, but that is our goal. And that evening, we give you free food, of course, which is always amazing. But we want you to try the food on campus, get an idea of, if you're living here, what you have access to. And that evening, there's always an event. So you get a feel, whether it's a basketball game or a theater, performance or a dance concert or something. You get a feel of what the student atmosphere is like. So that's an amazing, and it's free.
Great.
So,
cool. Good
wonderful,
opportunity.
Wonderful. I'll go over the scholarships a little bit later, but condensed scheduling, which, talking about scholarships, condensed scheduling, we have prepared students to get done in 4 years. So as long as you're following that map, this is a 4-year education. We love you guys, but we don't want you here for 5 or 6 years. You should be in your master's program by then. So, and then condensed scheduling, if you want to take more or take summer school, then you would get done earlier. So going back to scholarships, it's nice, but you can also get done earlier with this condensed scheduling. So student life, you have access to, if you're a ground student, you can take a few on ground, you can take a few online if you would like, but this is the environment that we encourage you to be involved in on campus. So you don't have to live on campus as a freshman. We do encourage it though. But student life, we have so many clubs to be involved in. We have there's this new Bashu ball or something like that. I don't know, you're jumping on a trampoline, I don't know. So many random ones, but then we also have honors. If you want to be in more of a challenging curriculum. We have specific clubs for certain majors on campus. So a lot of campus involvement. We have recreational things to do. So once you're a student, you have access to all of our pools on campus. So you can go tan and then go back to pathophysiology and study hard. And so it's just a wonderful atmosphere. Bowling. You have access to do our fitness classes, so boot camp, yoga, kickboxing, all of that amazing stuff is all present on campus. Even if you commute to Grand Canyon and you live at home, we still want you to be involved in all of these. So these are a few pictures of our residence halls. The best thing to do is go online to our website, www.gcu.edu, and click housing, and you can actually see a virtual tour of our dorms. We don't house you by college except for honor, so you would live with the majority of your honor student, or engineering. Engineering, you have a choice to live with your fellow engineers, or you can be in any dorm. So what we have, the housing application, it's kind of like if there was a roommate.com. That's roommate.com. I just made it up right now. So
if there was.
If there was. So basically what you do on the housing application is they ask you 21 questions. What time do you go to bed? And we want you to be honest. So make sure you put a good time. How clean are you? What's your major? Are you an athlete? And they ask all these questions, and at the very end, they show you whoever completed the application before you. They show you who you would be a match with. And so they say, okay, so let's say I'm going on and I just did the application, and a little pop-up comes and it's like, oh, Susie, okay, let me read her profile and see if, I want to go and get in her same dorm room. So we try to match you up with someone who's similar to you, which is
does sound like roommates.com.
Yeah. That's great. All of our dorms are suite style. That means you walk in and everyone has a living room. So it's not the dorm where you have the whole floor you have to share with 30 people, and then you have to share the bathrooms with 30 people. We don't have anything like that anymore. So they're all suite style, meaning you have a living room for everyone you're living with, which is either 2, 4, or 6, and you choose, depending on finances, what you want to do. And you have access to a kitchen, you can bring your own microwave, all of that good stuff. So they're amazing, and you can take the virtual tour. All right, so these are our admission requirements. These are OR, so GPA needs to be unweighted on that 3.0, or excuse me, that 4.0 scale. GPA needs to be a 3.0, or if you take the ACT, you need to score a 20 or higher. Or SAT, we only look at math and reading, so those combined needs to be 1,000. And again, these are OR. So let's say you have a lower GPA, 2.5, but you take the ACT and you get a 20, then you're automatically admitted into Grand Canyon. Okay. These are our scholarship brackets. Our scholarships are different at Grand Canyon because if you meet one of these criteria, you are automatically awarded a scholarship. You are not in the running for a scholarship. You are not in a pool of students to get one. You automatically get a scholarship at Grand Canyon. The chancellor is first come, first serve. So if you have a 4.0 the end of your junior year, you need to be applying for schools because there's only a certain amount of that funding because it's the highest that we offer. But let's say you have a 3.0, you are automatically awarded a $3,750 scholarship. Let's say, and these are all OR, let's say you take the ACT and you score a 27. Now because that's higher, we will bump you up to the Provost Scholarship. And now you're receiving the Provost. I think I'm reading that line right?
Yeah, you are.
So we do acknowledge students perform differently. So if you are a wonderful test taker, take the ACT or SAT as many times as you can. You know, the test costs, what, maybe 40, 50 bucks? But then again,
sometimes 35. It depends on the test. Yeah, it depends
40.
on the test. Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but take it as many times as you can, and you're getting, in a business mindset, you're getting $7,000 from that $30.
Yeah.
You know, so as many times as you can.
Great.
Tuition at the bottom there. We are a private institution, so tuition is $16,500 for the year. Okay. Room and board, it ranges from $2,000 and up. So our room and board is very low compared to a lot of schools. Our tuition is just a little bit higher because of that private.
Good to know.
But as scholarships, you're automatically awarded, so you can easily hire your test scores or GPA. You can easily make it just as affordable as a state school, knocking half of that off already.
Yeah.
Number one, complete financial aid if you're looking for additional help for school. Now, financial aid is going to be the same at every university you attend. You can actually send it up to 8 schools, I think it is, or 10. So you have a good amount. So let's say you have a few schools in mind. Just because you apply doesn't mean you're going there. So you might as well apply to as many schools as you can to see what institutional scholarships you can receive, because institutional scholarships are number one, hands down. And then we would add on financial aid.
Right.
Okay. And that just goes over some of the different options for financial aid. Okay, funding your education. So we talked about financial aid, and again, number one is scholarships. So first, the easiest ones you can get is based off of your performance in school, all 4 years. And I know that's not easy, but that's on you guys. So however you perform, that's what you're receiving. Anything additional is outside from outside institutions. These are some of the main ones that we would recommend. They're safe, you know, no scams or anything. So these are our best ones that we would recommend you checking out. I would recommend setting up a different email account. So once you apply for one, they're going to start sending you all these other ones, which is amazing. But maybe you should make a different email account.
Yep, and your counselors, we work on that all the time here, guys. So make sure you're contacting counselors here as well who can help you with those sites.
And do you have some of those posted on our website or anywhere that they can get?
You can, in your parent-student portal is your counselor's information. So I would advise contacting your guidance counselor here. And they will we have all of that information that we can give to you. Absolutely.
So just ask.
Yeah, just ask.
All right, so this is my contact information. Write it down real quickly.
Yes, take notes.
Our application is free. So apply.gcu.edu. It's a free application. Like I said, I encourage you to apply for as many schools as you want. It is free, so you might as well get Grand Canyons in, and then we will tell you automatically what you're receiving from the institution. I would recommend juniors to start visiting. And then over the summers coming up, this is perfect time. Perfect time to start visiting.
Absolutely is.
And then you start getting your award letters in August and your scholarship letters in September. So you know right away. So you have the whole entire year to keep visiting and keep applying.
Absolutely. Nicole, it's been really nice to learn about the unique features of Grand Canyon because I think a lot of students will just lump together institutions and not really take time to learn about these unique features. So thank you so much for sharing those with us, and thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you.
And you guys stay tuned. We have a couple more colleges coming up.